Concordia Digitos. Today's video is a Taglish. It's all about how to determine the traits of the future generations, or how to predict the characteristics of our future children or of our future generations. Now, siguro naman maraming nagtatanong sa atin. Maraming nagtatanong sa sarili natin kung bakit may mataas, may mababa kahit kayo ay magkakapatid. Bakit kaya mas maganda siya kaysa sa akin na magkakapatid naman kami? Bakit rin kaya maganda ang anak kaysa ina, or pangit ang anak kaysa sa ina? Yan. So, we will try solving, or we will solve these traits, how these traits are being transferred. So, we will be using the mono-hybrid cross. This mono-hybrid cross is under the Mendel's principles of heredity. Dahil ito ay hereditary, inherited traits. Okay? So, huwag na nating patagalin. Ngayon, we will solve. The mono-hybrid cross means crossing over a single trait of two organisms belonging to the same species. Example, human to human, birds to birds. It is the method used to predict the possible traits of the future children. Genes are the factors which controlled the appearance of a trait. It is coming from our both parents. Alleles are the pair of factors which controls the appearance of a particular trait. Okay, so what are the examples of the human traits? Now, traits could also be dominant or recessive. Now, for the dominant trait, it will always come out to the next generations or in the next generations. Whereas recessive, sometimes it will come out, sometimes also is hidden. Okay? Now, what are the examples of these traits? One is the hair type. So, the straight hair is dominant over kinky. So, meaning kinky is recessive. Now, another types of examples of traits is the height. Now, for the height, tall is dominant over short. So, meaning short is recessive. Okay? So, those are the examples of human traits. But there are still many other human traits. Okay, now the Punnett Square is the most convenient tool in solving monohybrid cross, dihybrid cross, and multiple alleles. Okay, so we will be having a solving problem. Now, the homozygous tall man marries a homozygous short woman. What are the possible heights of their children? Okay, so let us start solving. I am using the Punnett Square, and the pair of letters found at the top of the Punnett Square is the genotypes of the father, and at the left side is the genotypes of the mother. Okay, now the red colored letters are the extracted genes from both parents. So now we will be solving for the genotypes of the children. So the brown colored letters are the combinations of the first gene of the father and the gene of the mother. So as you look at it, they are almost the same in the appearance, which is different from the appearance of the genotypes of both parents. Now, this one also is becoming heterozygous. Okay? Heterozygous, and then we always carry the name of the dominant trait. So, it is heterozygous tall. And the appearance of these are all tall. Okay, so now the brown colored letters, which are the genotypes of the children, are also called the first generation or the F1. Okay, so let us now analyze. Now, the genotype of the father is all capital letter A because it is dominant. And the phenotype of the father is tall. Now, the genotype of the mother is small letter a because it is recessive. And the phenotype of the mother is short. Now, we will go to the genotypes of the children. The genotypes of the children are all a combination of capital letter and a small letter, which means this is heterozygous. And then the phenotype of the children are all tall, which is also called the heterozygous tall. So meaning they don't inherit completely the genotypes of both parents. Okay, so now we will be solving for the F2 or the second generations. Now the problem is a heterozygous tall man marries a woman from the F1 of problem number 1. Now question is, what could be the possible heights of their children? Okay, so let us now solve for the problem number 2. Then the letters are the genotypes of both parents, and then it has extracted to get the genes or the gametes, and then now solving the genotypes of the children. So the first pair is all capital letter, meaning homozygous tall, and then the second one is the heterozygous tall, a combination of big and the small letters, and the same also as the other one. And then the last one is the homozygous short. Now, the big letter and the small letters are heterozygous tall. Okay? So, those are the genotypes of the children. Now, as you look at the results, 2 of the 4 children copy exactly the traits from both parents. The children are the second generation. Okay, so we'll go to the summary. Now, the genotypes of the parents, the combination of capital letter and the small letter, which means heterozygous. And then, the phenotypes of the parents are all tall. Now, let's go to the genotypes of the children. Now, a combination of all capital letter, which means homozygous, dominant. And then, another one is the combination of capital letter and a small letter, which means heterozygous dominant. And the last one is the combination of both small letter, which means homozygous. Okay, now the phenotypes of these are the 3 tall and 1 short. Okay? So you see, what we are is what we get from our parents. So, ngayon, sana'y nasagot na natin ang katanungan sa ating sarili kung bakit magkakaiba ang itsura ng bawat miyembro ng pamilya. Okay? Now, may tanong lang ako na maibigay. Pwede ba tayong mamili ng magagandang katangian na kailangan nating mamana? Or pwede ba nating sabihin sa ating ina na kailangan yung magagandang katangian lang ang kailangan nating manahin? Of course, hindi. Dahil yung mga katangian na yon ay dala or it has been transferred through the genes from our parents to us. So, nandito na siya sa atin. Kaya hindi tayo pwedeng mamili. And then, the matching is perfect. It is also by chance. So, kung nakamana ka ng magandang katangian, di swerte. Kung hindi ka nakamana ng magandang katangian, di swerte pa rin. Okay? So, ganon. Next is, hindi lang sa physical appearance ang namamana. Okay? Pati na rin yung attitudes, behavior, at saka yung karunungan. Okay? Now, next question. Ito. Pwede ba tayong mamimili ng mamamahalin natin na kailangang may maganda siyang katangian? Pwede bang sisiya sa atin muna natin ang kanyang katangian bago natin siya mahalin? Of course, pwede. Okay? Kung gustuhin natin. Pero, it is just a little percentage. So, maliit lang ang chance, ang porsyento. Dahil, because of the power of love. So, hindi tayo mamimili dahil kung minsan, kaya mayroong nagkasabihan na love is blind. Yan. Kasi kahit alam natin na ganun siya, minahal pa rin natin siya because of love. Okay? And then, kailangan natin din ang power of prayer. So, ipagdasal natin na sana yung maano natin, yung mamahalin natin ay hindi naman perfect, but sana naman ay may magaganda ring katangian. Okay? So, ganun lang. At saka, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned from this video. At sana'y mag-subscribe na rin kayo. At huwag niyo rin kalimutan i-hit ang notification bell upang ma-updated kayo sa mga bago kong videos. Okay? So, that is all and bye-bye.